Yes,
the season is here.
It is.
Oh man, it's gonna be a rough one.
It is.
And your camera's already out of focus 10 seconds into the show, Carter.
Yeah, it's because your fucking hot ass breath.
Well, I brushed my teeth.
Yeah.
I brush my teeth before every show.
This could be on orange overload.
Yeah.
Think you got enough Tennessee shit in there?
Yeah. You think you have a lack of Auburn shit in there?
I've got an Auburn man cave sign. I got an Auburn hat.
And
I'm sure there's-
look at Trench's setup. He's got a fucking 17-year-old face and Georgia shit everywhere.
He does have a good setup.
He does. Yeah, I need to do some work on mine.
Best.
Oh, so yours is perfect.
Yeah.
You don't change a thing, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hoss, you're the man. Always and forever.
Yeah. Hoss is
Appreciate it.
sophisticated. He's
Cheers.
he gets his point across without all the garb and stuff.
Such a hater, I swear. Anyway, we are going to do a show, I promise you. We're just getting, all the greetings out of the way and,
Pleasantries.
yeah, pleasantries. What a pleasure to meet you, you son of a bitch.
Wow.
Anyway, don't pay any attention to me tonight, guys. I'm sorry. It's a habit. Nope.
He knows that whole Tennessee's back is about to end, so
Nope.
he's just getting pissy.
Nope.
He's riding that cloud.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
That Tennessee magic carpet ride until it all comes to a crashing halt.
All right. Well, I propose a bet to you then, Mr. Smarty Pants, that Tennessee will finish the regular season with a better record than Auburn.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking that bet.
Then I win.
Not if I don't take the bet.
Look here. Is it a failure if Tennessee goes 9-3 in the regular season? No, it's not a failure.
That's a good question for everybody.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I think if they just continue to stay, if you want to say the word relevant, and that depends on what your definition of relevant is. To me, relevant is, really if you can compete to win 10 games a year kind of thing. Is that fair to say?
If y'all go 9-3, it proves that the Heupel thing wasn't a fluke. So yes, it's still a good year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It definitely doesn't make people doubt no more.
No. They're now on the radar as a team that every year you got to worry about that game.
Yeah.
I think our recruiting is doing good enough to, prove that. But we'll see. I mean, anything can happen, and one injury can change a whole season for any team. It just depends. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, sometimes that depth chart comes into play when you get into those November games. So.
Mm-hmm.
Or you find out that Bazooka ain't got no fucking ammo in it. Really screwed up Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just say this. My quarterback is more proven than anybody else's quarterback.
That's true. He has proven he can lose a job.
He got hurt, by the way.
But couldn't get the job back.
Well, by God, I mean, look what Hendon Hooker was doing. Would you take him out?
Yeah.
Really?
I think I would have alternated. If Bazooka Joe is that good, I probably would have alternated a little bit.
I don't know, man.
That could have put a package in for him.
Hendon Hooker was tearing it up. Well, we did. All
right, when did he come back? When was Joe officially healthy?
The Ole Miss game.
And what week was that?
That was right before Alabama.
Okay, so how come y'all go to Athens? Hooker's doing nothing. Why wouldn't you try Bazooka Joe at least a couple series?
But no. Wait, y'all didn't. I'm talking about 2021.
So he was healthy all of last year.
Yeah.
So he lost his job. Because that means even in spring and fall camp, he couldn't win it back.
Well,
they don't like to look at it like
did
that.
you? Well, I mean, dude, Hendon Hooker was fucking amazing. Why would we mess that up?
I don't know, man. I just feel like if he's that good, you give him a little. Like even
I'm
Justin
not
Fields got some
saying.
shine
Look,
after
look.
Jake Fromm took him to a natty.
I'm not.
They even
saying,
still tried Justin Fields here and there.
I'm not saying you should that he's going to be better than Hendon Hooker. I'm not saying that at all.
Would you say maybe he didn't have Heupel's full support last season?
I mean, Hendon Hooker was just getting all the, he was going to be the guy.
Is Joe the captain this year?
Yes.
Like out of the whole team, you think he's the main captain?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, offense at least. I think defensively, it's probably Aaron Beasley for sure because he's proven himself, as a starter and I don't know. Maybe I think our captains this year is Milton. I think Cade Mays and Cade Mays, and defense I believe it's Beasley and Thomas, which are all seniors. I think no. Well, Beasley's not a senior. Yes, he is. Fuck, I don't know. This COVID shit. They've all got 6-7 years on them.
Yeah.
I'm serious. There's guys that have been there since 2019 and shit.
Yeah, it did change some things.
Well, you know what the good news is, Carter?
Mm-hmm.
We only have 4 fucking days till we find out.
Exactly.
What if Tennessee beats Virginia like 16-15?
As long as we win.
If you're going to be a double-digit win team, 16-15 over Virginia.
But there's different standards to that, right? So, like, Bama could be the same way. They could start out slow. Georgia could start out slow and then finally catch their stride, and that's when teams are really dangerous down the road. So we don't know. Those kind of games that they somewhat set the standard, but at the same time, that's just them filling shit out. Like, we have no idea what to see out of Alabama this year, right? What if Bama has 2 close games and then out of nowhere they just start getting their shit together? It could be the same for Tennessee. And if that's the case, it's a problem.
Do you guys subscribe to the theory you make your biggest improvements from game 1 to game 2? Or is that an overrated thing?
No, I don't know. It depends.
I think you have an idea of where you're going after that first game, but your first true challenge, whenever that first true challenge comes, I think it's like
I don't know if I believe in it or not.
I say hell no. Look at Georgia right now.
Mm-mm.
And where do you see your team's going to learn the most and get the biggest improvement between UT Martin and Ball State?
Yeah. You come out of those 2 games knowing nothing about your team.
No.
Because, I mean, that's one reason I'm glad that, with the conference realignment, we will get rid of some of those shithole games because you don't get any. What good does it do for Auburn to play a UMass this weekend? And I'm not trying to get on a high horse here, and I'm just saying, even Auburn, as bad as they've been as of recent times, will probably win this game by, what's realistic here? 4 or 5 touchdowns,
4 or 5 points, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's just go crazy here and say they beat UMass 56-0.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then they turn around next week at Cal and can't score 17 points. What good did that UMass game do?
That game's actually going to help y'all out a ton because there's more question marks on Auburn than anybody else. If your team goes out there and puts a 50-something, shutout, at least you're getting confidence over these players that you've never fucking seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Other than headlines and selling tickets and stuff, I just don't know what those games really. I've seen it myself many a times. Even in the worst of years, we still beat those shithole teams by 50 points, and then you can't go out against, you're in a dogfight with Mississippi State or something. What good?
I hate to break this to you, Carangis, but you're kind of in the same boat because Cal's kind of dog shit as well this season.
I know, but they are a Power 5 team. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Barely, but
yeah, you're right.
I'm trying to be realistic about it here.
They're no Hawaii.
But if they go out there and slop it up and struggle with Cal, that's not a good sign. Even if they get the dub, still not a good sign. To me, if Auburn's a 7-8 win team, they've got to beat Cal by style points. Do matter to me. They always have.
Yeah, week 2 for me, it's nothing. For you guys, Cranges, you'll learn a lot. Carter, who y'all got week 2?
Austin P.
Okay, so he's not learning. Me and Carter's kind of in the same boat here. Hoss, we'll find out everything about your team week 2. That's a hell of a fucking game.
Texas.
Yeah. And then week 3, Georgia finally starts opening up with somebody, at least, South Carolina.
We play Florida week 3.
Okay, so me and Carter will find out more about our teams. We got to wait 3 weeks to do it.
Oh, wait, who do you play week 3?
South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, that's fair.
That'll be a good matchup. It'll be a good gauge to find out where Georgia is at.
Sometimes they'll play y'all tough,
To me, that game's all about where Georgia's at. It don't matter. They're going to beat South Carolina. It's just how much. If Georgia beats South Carolina, again, I'll use the score 17-14, Georgia's probably not going to be as good as I think they are.
I'm going to say this right now. I don't care if it's 1 point or not or more. If Bama walks away week 2 with the win, that's who Georgia will see in the SEC championship. That Texas team, if you look at that roster from bottom to top to bottom, it is stacked. As a tough fucking team this year. And if Quinn Ewers could stay healthy, man, they're dangerous.
But don't you think, like with Texas, they're built for offense, kind of like Oklahoma in the past? They're all offense and no defense.
Yeah, but they could score a lot quicker than Oklahoma. They're kind of like, to me, they're almost a baby step below Ohio State as far as the style they play.
Wow. Okay. That's the thing that always trips up those teams like Texas.
Besides, you got to realize, besides Bowers, our number 1 touchdown receiver is now in Texas. They got the second best tight end in Texas. They have 2 5-star wide receivers going with A.D. Mitchell in Texas. And they have a great quarterback. It's going to be a tough game to watch.
And during the whole offseason, during the early summer and late spring, everybody was on LSU's train, myself included, to a certain degree. And once the season, I fell victim to it again. This is like the 5th year in a row. You get high on this one team, and right as the season starts inching closer, everybody starts going back to Bama. Now, game day, the whole crew picked Alabama to win.
Every single one.
This thing went from Alabama ain't even going to win the West to now Alabama's the favorite to win the national championship. That's crazy.
I was watching Josh Pate. He said the same thing. I got Alabama winning the national championship. It's all because that old fucker, that stupid ass little smile. That's all this is falling over to. And you know it, Hoss. Don't bullshit me. You know that smile's what's causing all this downfall.
Well,
I think it's just dementia.
It'll be an interesting season, I think. Yeah.
They've got the cachet,
The dangerous part about Bama is everything you're hearing about them in fall camp is they're going back to the running power right down your throat. Fucking Milroe fits that perfect. That's the hard part about that shit.
Yeah.
Now, we only got a couple of doses of Milroe last year, and he's going to be one of those helter-skelter type players. At least that's what it seemed like. Hoss can let me. I'm sure he saw more of Milroe than I did, but he can have that moment where he looks like a Heisman contender. And then he could turn around and throw that interception at the 5-yard line. That, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like he's going to be real uppy and downy.
I know he's made some improvements since last I saw him in the spring game, but the main thing to me though is if we can limit those offensive penalties. We were killing ourselves game after game last season, and even if he throws a good pass, it's not going to be worth much if we had a false start penalty or a holding or something, stupid like that to bring it right back. So,
well, what's crazy?
That's what I really hope they cleaned up a lot.
Even if Bama goes 3-9, right? Like, let's say it's the worst thing ever, and Jalen's one of the worst quarterbacks Bama's ever seen. He'll still go top 5. Because if those idiots in the NFL think Anthony Richardson's an athlete, no, this kid's a fucking athlete. So they'll take whoever. As long as you're athletic, you're a top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because his rushing stats were, to me, far better than his passing stats last year.
Yeah.
I mean, what little we saw of him in that A&M game, because,
Yeah.
I mean, he ran the ball for almost 100 yards against A&M, and, I mean, hell, he barely threw for 100 yards in that game against A&M, you know? So he was super quick and, you know, with his feet, and that's
His,
shit.
his ability to maneuver is what I really like seeing. So
Yeah, that Arkansas game last year, he lit it up on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, he was 4 of 9 for like 65 yards, but you want to hear his rushing totals were, 5 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
And it's crazy he did that against Arkansas because supposedly, if you listen to some dipshits, that's the best quarterback in the SEC. Branches.
I'll be so glad when that guy's gone.
Yeah.
I
To
am
me-
so tired of hearing his name.
All bullshit aside, if I'm given an accolade for best returning quarterback in the SEC, it's going to Mississippi State. That kid does not get enough credit for the shit he's done.
Do you think he's
not
going to be in a system
consistent.
now that won't allow him to flourish?
I mean, if they keep the Mike Leach style, then I don't see why not. He's never going to win a natty. He's not going to win a Heisman, but he's dependable.
It
right.
just seems like he's inconsistent, though, man. Like he'll have that game where he'll break SEC, NCAA records. The next week he's like 9 of 31 for 112 yards with a touchdown and 4 picks. It's
It's like they throw so much.
yeah.
He's almost destined to be like we've seen this before. The offense they throw 62 times a game. Yeah, that quarterback, whether he was great or not, he's probably going to be one of the NCAA leaders in passing.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those Texas Tech quarterbacks from back in the day, I mean, none of those guys were like anybody I thought was super special, but they threw so much they were going to be leaders.
Like that Patrick Mahomes kid.
It's like those batters who have like home run records, but they also have like strikeout records too.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's one of those weird things. A Mississippi State quarterback is going to go down as probably one of the all-time leaders in NCAA history. Is Will Rogers going to be a Super Bowl quarterback, you think?
No.
No.
I'd be surprised if he might get drafted, but I don't know. He's not gonna be a big hot name or he would be right now.
Danny Werfel never did nothing in the
Yeah,
league.
Danny Werfel.
He threw, he's up there. That offense to me was the one that began the whole what we see now, the throw-in for 400 yards a game. We hadn't seen that
Florida
shit
offense.
before.
The
Yeah.
fun and gun,
Yeah. Spurrier's offense changed the league
the
forever.
air raid. You know.
Right, yeah.
That offense was scary, and you got to go back to like 1994 or 5 or whatever. You did not want to see that offense coming because nobody was even copycatting it yet.
Dude, just go back and look at the 95 Tennessee Florida game. They put Werfel in, I think, in that game. Tennessee was winning like 30-7. Guess what the final score was when they put Werfel in at halftime? 62-37. 55 fucking points in 30 minutes.
Nobody knew what to do with it.
Mm-mm.
It took years for people to even start copycatting that, throwing for a lot of yards a game.
And technically, he kind of started doing it a little bit at Duke. Hard to believe, but
Yeah.
It
was crazy, man. If you beat Florida, and I know back then Bama and Florida used to have some epic SEC title matches.
Yep.
Man, if you beat Florida, it was by the skin of your teeth, dude. You had to beat them like in a 38-35 type game. You couldn't slow them down much,
Mhm.
No.
other than Nebraska did. And I know in that national championship game, but Nebraska was kind of unstoppable back then too.
Guys, it's week 1, and we're talking about Old Florida.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get to the draft. How about that? And then we'll get to
Let's get to this
games,
victory.
picks, everything. Yes.
Let's put them to bed quick, Carter, so we can
I
get
feel
to
like I feel like Crandis and Carter have a little aggression they're trying to work out
Yeah.
early here.
It wasn't even that crazy. We just did the Kevin Bacon game. Like, we wasn't trying to go too crazy with you guys.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's crazy is I never really even heard of this Kevin Bacon game. I've
You've
played
heard of it,
games-
Hoss, right?
Yeah, 6 Degrees of Kevin.
Yeah, you name an actor, and then you got to name all the actor, like a movie that was in it, this person to this person, and finally get back to Kevin Bacon. That's how the game
I've
works.
played games like that, but I never like turned it back into Kevin Bacon. But,
Okay.
like I've done the
He's-
game where you name a movie and that the next person, like if I said Top Gun, Trenches or whoever would have to name an actor from that movie. So if you said Tom Cruise, then I would have to go, or whoever's next, Mission Impossible. Then that next person has to list another actor besides Tom Cruise in Mission. You know what I'm saying? Like I've done shit like that. I've never done the 6 Degrees, 69. I've never 69 Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, he plays 14 Degrees of Dolly Parton.
Whatever the hell it's-
Well,
But have
well,
you ever
see,
69 though?
it helps to make connections to him because he also has a wife who is a well-known actress. So, any connection you can make to her gets to him. So it's like it basically makes it even that much more.
Yeah.
Hell, I thought that Rain person was a woman last week. Like,
Have you ever
I didn't know that.
69 though, Carter?
yeah, your
Or
wife.
are you on top or bottom?
Oh no.
Whoa. Come on, man.
Crazy.
Where's the love? I thought we was gonna be like this tonight.
Yeah.
Come on, we've worked through our differences for 5
He
minutes.
gave
Can
her
we,
the power tea.
can we get along for 10 minutes?
Look, Inner Sandman, guys.
I hear it.
Let's put them to sleep, Carter. Let's
All
let's
right.
just dominate them.
All right, Hoss.
Let me get my handy dandy marker. All right. Crangis, you're on the left. So I guess that means you can go first.
Yeah, and this was a true collab, by the way.
Mhm.
The topic came up by one, and the participants came up by the other. So got to.
What's the topic?
Well, we can't discuss that.
We'll tell you after.
Yeah, we'll tell you after you get your choices. So number one for me would be Cyndi Lauper. Suck on that.
Cyndi Lauper.
Give me Boys to Men.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Okay, so far this is up your alley more than mine, Hoss.
It's both pop. It's pop music. So.
Okay.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
Boys and Men are from Philadelphia. Cyndi Lauper's. Trying to think of where she's from. Is she from New York, New Jersey, somewhere in there? Let's go. New Kids on the Block.
I don't like how this is going already, Carter.
I don't either.
They're from Boston.
Tell you what, I'm gonna play off of Carter's. It's
You don't
probably
have
gonna be
to.
completely wrong. I'm gonna go Bone Thugs. I'm guessing that's wrong.
My number 2 selection shall be Alice Cooper.
Fuck.
My number 2 selection is gonna be Little Richard.
Jesus.
Little Richard.
This took a lot of research.
If you guys get this, there should be like $1 million award,
And Crangis is paying.
and Carter's paying it.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to remember. Alice Cooper, he's from Michigan. Hmm. Oh, Richard.
Fucking Trench's over here looking this shit up.
I'm not.
Let's go.
What am I gonna look up, Carter?
I don't know.
Let's go. Billy Idol.
Rebel yell.
Hmm.
Cosmo yells. More,
Uh,
more.
I'm gonna go Whitney Houston.
Mm.
Fuck. I mean, yay.
Iced tea.
It's delicious. Hmm.
Who was that last one you said, Trenches? I'm sorry.
Whitney Houston. It's
Whitney
wrong
Houston.
though because they're playing into it.
You
Don't
said what?
overthink it now, Trenches.
So
You
Cranch
said
said
Ice-T. Yeah.
Iced tea.
Okay. Let me get. Let me get. Let me get Joan Jett.
God. We got this.
All right, Hoss, what are you feeling right now before you make a guess?
Well, I was trying to think if they were all around the same area they were from, but it's starting to get a little bit more wider spread. So
Yeah, nationwide.
it's a little, it's probably throwing that one out of whack there.
Nationwide.
I do want to say, in the interest of fairness, our list
Watch it.
is wide open,
I
But it-
know.
but it's not
Question
impossible.
is, Trenches, I wanted to say, is there like a Music Hall of Fame tie-in, but I don't know that all of them are in there. Like some of those would be like no-brainers. Little Richard's probably in
Yeah.
there. You know, Boyz II Men, I don't know. Joan Jett, she should be. I mean, but again, I don't know if that's the connection or not. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Lemmy from Motorhead. How about that?
Okay.
Can we stop Hoss from playing?
What?
Hoss is getting a little bit too close to home.
Or you could just be throwing us off.
Mm. I love it when Trenches can't figure shit out.
Cyndi Lauper, Alice Cooper, Ice-T.
See, Joan Jett, she's from Pennsylvania. The Richards from
You from down
Georgia.
south?
Is he from Georgia?
I think somewhere down south.
Okay, I'm gonna go Taylor Swift. I have nothing.
Taylor Swift.
Might as
Okay.
well.
She
I'm so sorry,
definitely
Trenches.
fits the
Mhm.
pop theme.
I have little puppies riding surfboards on my cup.
Cool. What's your pick?
Carter, my pick would be Run DMC.
Okay.
Run DMC.
In the Hall of Fame.
Okay. Give me Ray Charles.
Carter.
Hmm?
Can we?
If we win.
Okay.
I'm wondering, Haas, if they all have like a song about a certain topic.
About a certain topic.
Is
It
that your
could
final
be.
answer?
No, we still got 2 more guesses.
Oh.
Fuck. Okay,
It
we're
could
on to
be.
something though, or else he wouldn't have just rushed us, Haas.
Yeah. Well, they like Run DMC had Christmas in Hollis. Boyz II Men had Motown Philly, whatever. You know.
I think y'all should just let Trenches do all the guessing. That's all I'm
Yes.
gonna say.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with Lionel Richie.
Mm.
All right, Trenches.
I'm gonna go with Hank Williams Jr.
Okay. Junior, right?
Yep.
Not senior.
Yep.
Yeah. Not the third. Or the fourth. Okay. Just make sure. Crandis, your fifth and final pick.
My fifth and final pick, Carter, shall be Salt and Pepper.
Okay.
What a man, what a man, what a man. We got this in the bag.
Good. Okay. Give me Ashanti.
Ashanti.
Yeah, Ashanti. You don't remember her?
Yeah. You think it might have something to do with awards they've won, Trench? Just like maybe a common award.
Can we just blow past Hoss?
Yeah, really.
Like a Grammy or a MTV Music Award or something like that.
I have an idea. I'm just not sure about 3 people.
Okay.
I'm not sure about Cyndi Lauper, Boyz II Men, and Joan Jett. Or actually, no, Ray Charles. But I think they've either played at a football appearance or all their songs have something to do with football.
With football, you mean?
Because I know Salt and Pepper had one of the NFL things with the Frito-Lay thing. Ashanti did some kind of halftime music thing. No Run DMC did.
What
Pretty sure
about
Alice
Ice
Cooper
T
did.
though? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about Ice-T.
Y'all still got to make a pick.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
We're just discussing.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna go with Tone Loc.
Wow. Damn, Crandis, I think he was actually on that list. Shit.
Yeah, Hoss has been dancing with it.
Yeah.
And Trenches is getting closer too. Like we need to. Thank God this is the final pick.
Just stop. Stop talking.
Yeah, I know. I'm just ready to celebrate. I've already got the bottle of champagne.
If you keep
over
talking, here, we're not going to be celebrating.
I know.
I'm gonna go with The Weeknd.
The Weeknd.
Oh, I
So
think
what is
he
it,
just
y'all
nailed
got?
one.
What is it you guys think it is?
Dude, I'm literally guessing at my ass here. I don't know what you think.
I was gonna say either nominated for or have won a Grammy.
Okay.
That was gonna be that's the only thing I could think that might be the tying thread, but I don't know. What do you think?
I still think they either played a football appearance or did a song about football. Like, that's where I'm leaning.
Song about football.
I don't know, man. I really don't fucking know. I'm guessing out the dark here. I don't
Well,
like
see, I'm
Rams.
just thinking with Ice
We
T
need
the
an
one
answer.
that is throwing the wrench in it to me because, like, you know, he was in that Body Count group with Cop Killer.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in the friggin' TV show and stuff. Have they all been on a TV show, like a reality show or something?
I don't know if they would have put
All right, let's wrap it up,
Boys to
guys.
Men in a reality show.
We need an answer.
Well, like I know,
Or Ray Charles, to be exact. I don't think he's in a reality
yeah, I guess you're right.
show.
I guess
Tell him, Carter, or tell him to wrap it up.
I guess my Grammy winner. What did you say?
I'm saying they did some kind of football music thing, but that's just guessing, dude. I'm cool with Grammy. I don't know.
That's y'all's final
I
answer.
told you at the beginning I'd go with your answer. So
All right, we're gonna lose together then.
I'll go with your answer. Then.
All right.
All right, Cranges.
Can we
All of
finally do
these
it?
artists. Yeah.
Actually, hang on a second. Because Cranches is way too happy about this. So do you
Yeah.
want to keep discussing this or
Y'all gotta come on now. Damn, we can't
just go
on
ahead,
all
go
night.
ahead.
Can we give him 30 more seconds?
Yeah, if you shut the fuck up.
There's no way I can think of something. 30. I don't know, man. That's all I got. It's something to do with they've done a football like
All right.
halftime show or some shit.
All right, good. The answer, they have all appeared where, Cranges, and performed.
Carter, Hoss. Would you say Hoss pretty well nailed it when he
I
said they've all
I
appeared
said
on a TV
nominated
show?
or have won a Grammy.
Yeah, that's what he said.
But he also said they've appeared on a TV show, or one of them did.
I did
It's on
say
a
yeah
TV
about
show,
possibly
though.
on a TV show. Yeah.
They have appeared on the longest running episodic, whatever it is, episodic show on TV history.
But this-
Simpsons?
But they've all appeared on the grandest stage of them all
Yes.
and performed at WrestleMania.
Oh.
I'd have never in a million years got that.
Dude, I was about to come out of my chair when he said, "What a man, what a man." I was like, "Whoa, bro, you were."
Oh, I knew they wasn't going to get it. That's how
Oh, my
confident I
God.
was.
It scared the shit out of me. 'Cause that was Bam Bam Bigelow's theme song. I was like,
Ray
"Oh."
Charles was in WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 1 or 2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
he's in one of them. He's out there playing that piano.
I never would have guessed that.
There was a lot more that we could add, like Ozzy Osbourne.
Limp Bizkit.
Yep, Drowning Pool, Saliva.
So were you lying when you said Lionel Richie was on that list?
No, Lemmy has performed multiple times.
I said Lemmy. I didn't.
And then
say
The
Lemmy.
Weeknd, I think, did one of the last WrestleManias. Like,
I think so.
yeah. So y'all
Yeah, so-
were getting real
Yeah.
close.
With
Another-
the weekend, I was going off the Super Bowl thing.
Yeah,
Right,
another
yeah.
guess or two, and you guys might have got it.
See, I was afraid you guys were gonna, like, Cyndi Lauper is one that's well known. Like, she was at like WrestleMania 1, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Ray Charles is a big one too, though. I kind of thought when I said Ray Charles, I was giving it away a little bit because there's like a famous scene that they always show of him, doing the, on his
Yeah.
piano.
Yeah, I watched the biography on Roddy Piper and saw where he'd that was a big thing. So they were saying he hit Cyndi Lauper, and it was all
Yeah.
Hogan came to the rescue. She was in there, and whatever match was going on.
Like, the list I had was actually it had musicians who's performed at WrestleMania, and then it also had celebrities that have also
Mhm.
appeared on WrestleMania.
If we'd have said Mr. T, they might have got it.
Oh yeah, if we'd have said Mr. T and fucking Pete Rose, it'd have been over.
Yeah.
I think. Like, so you guys were really making me nervous there. I was like, oh shit.
Well done, fellas.
That's why
We
I
did
think maybe we ought to both maybe tone it down a little bit with, I don't know. What do you guys think?
You know they want to tone it down now that it's our turn, Hoss. You notice that, right?
No, I'm
Don't,
just saying.
don't try so hard to stump everybody.
I guess.
I
We'll
think
have
that's
fun.
what you're saying.
Do we go strictly college football related now?
Yeah,
now that we're
that would
now that
probably-
we're in the
It's a good
season.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, hey,
And the other thing too is like we're making it so hard, and think how long we're taking doing this. You know, like
True.
it's a big chunk of our show, which I think is great. You know, I hope everyone likes it that watches.
Oh yeah, I always enjoy it.
but we are a college football show, so now the
Yeah.
season's here. We've been waiting.
Yeah.
We have walked through some murky waters for
Months.
a month, little over a month now.
Too long, seems like.
Yeah.
You know, for this channel anyway. And
I was just talking about general.
oh yeah, well yeah, that's true. We are a bunch of college football fans.
Well, before we get into the week 1, this is the real week. You know,
Mm-hmm.
nothing against week 0, but it just wasn't really. I
We
don't know how
gotta
you
talk
guys
about the
felt.
week that was.
I mean, it just wasn't really any. I don't know. Like, didn't do anything for me. It just made me want college football more. Like, you know what I mean? It's like watching preseason NFL. It's just
It's like going on a date and getting a hand job. It's like it's there.
yeah, it's there. Unless you're Francis.
That Jack State UTEP game was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
I know, but Hoss, I can't get into watching Jacksonville State and Utah.
But
Yeah, I get it,
but if you're a college football purist,
Oh, get that out of here.
that was Jack State's first game in
Ah.
FBS. That was their
Which is
first
cool.
FBS, and UTEP was the favorite, I think, by considerable margin.
Yeah,
And Jack State went out there and whipped that ass for them. So yes, on the surface, that looks like that's a throwaway game nobody's going to talk about. Oh, and by the way, do you know who the head coach of Jack State is?
Jack.
No.
That would be the one and the only Rich Rodriguez.
Wow.
That's
I
where
did
he's
not
at
know that.
now. For those that didn't know, he's coaching them up. They went out there and
God.
whipped UTEP's ass. Rich Rod.
Now week 0 was fucking phenomenal. Thank you, Francis.
Yes, I watched a lot of week 0, so expect a lot out of me for week 0.
Watch 2.
I mean, if you guys want to recap week 0, I guess that's, we could do
No,
that
no.
first.
we can move on. Let's
I
talk
would
current events.
love it.
All right. Okay. My
I would
God.
Hey,
Francis, I let Francis do the recap then.
okay, yeah. Well, thank you very much. I watched a lot more of week 0 than I ever thought I would have.
Okay.
Notre Dame. Notre Dame looks like they might be a pretty solid ass team. I don't know. It was Navy, but they got a 10th year senior quarterback and
Yes,
motor grader offensive line, and they fucking took it to Navy. Now, it's Navy. Every week. Have you guys ever played Navy or one of those teams?
Oh, yeah.
We've all played that team at least once or twice in the regular season, right?
I know we played Army and the Air Force. I don't know if we've ever played Navy or not.
You hear the coaches tell you all week about how they're unique and it's hard to stop, and then you go out there and beat them 72-6.
Right.
But that's what Notre Dame. They got I don't know. They could be a big bust, and I'm not pumping them up. I'm not pumping sunshines up their ass, but Notre Dame looks like they could be pretty solid. I don't know. Outside of that, USC's defense, does that scare you guys?
I mean, look who they played.
They look like total shit.
They
Just
did
gonna
score
outscore
56
everybody.
Points.
Yeah, but they didn't start scoring until like the third
Yeah.
quarter against San Jose. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't see a Heisman quarterback on that team.
Yeah, I can see your point there.
I just need him to be good so I can win my fantasy league.
That's right. We got we got that going on too.
Now, I will say this: outside of the Notre Dame, USC, Jack State, Rich Rod,
Mhm.
Hey,
I can't remember. I can't remember anything else that happened.
what about Vanderbilt, Hawaii?
Oh yeah, The scoreboard's being held up. Shout out to Rent a Crane.
Yeah.
Had the Crane Works. I'm sure they had the. They're the ones that had the cranes out there with the scoreboard.
Vanderbilt was favored by like 20 points, and they definitely did not cover.
No.
Well,
A
as it
really,
sits
really
right now-
bad Hawaii team.
As it sits right now,
They're-
record wise, they're the best team in Tennessee.
Yeah.
In the SEC, bruh.
So I really wanted to point out that Tennessee portion.
That's okay.
Did they look impressive enough to you, or are they going to go win the East?
No.
I think that the over under of 3 games was pretty accurate.
Yeah. I think they'll probably. I think they'll beat their FCS opponent later on in the season.
I got them winning 9 games.
I don't see them beating Wake Forest this year.
I don't know. That quarterback is gone though from the Deacons.
Yeah, but we'll see. I don't know. Vanderbilt got lucky to get 2 SEC wins last year. I think they're going to be. I think they would be very fortunate to get 1 SEC win this year. Just being
If they did get one, who's it against?
probably Missouri.
Really?
Well, I don't know. Like they beat Kentucky last year. Oh, and they beat Florida.
Yeah, Florida's going to be awful.
Okay.
Well, assuming they win again this week, they'll be the only SEC team that's 2-0.
Yeah.
It's still
They get-
0-0 in SEC play.
That's
And then
true.
I think they get a bye week after that too. They get 2 bye weeks this year for playing week 0.
I just
thought
the
that was-
stank he's put on that.
I always thought that was weird that y'all play Kentucky at the end of the year, not Vandy.
we play Vandy at the end of the year now. We've been playing them every year in the year since.
Why was it
2014.
Kentucky? Is there any reason for that?
That's a bigger rivalry than Vanderbilt is. Kentucky.
Yeah, but usually your last game is the in-state rival.
Okay, for like the first 150 years or 100 and something years of Tennessee football, it was Vanderbilt. In 2000, it was 2004. We swapped Vanderbilt for Kentucky for the last game. We played Kentucky the last game from like 2004 till 2013, and then we went back to Vanderbilt in 2014. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. But it's Vanderbilt. Like we've been playing them every year last game since 2014.
I want to make a change. I want to email the commissioner of the SEC
Mhm.
and all the people that make all the decisions. At the end of the year, you have rivalry. I can never say that word. Rivalry week. All right, so you got Iron Bowl, you got Florida State, Miami, you got all these. Or
We got Florida State, Florida.
Florida, yeah, my bad. Ohio State, Michigan, Tennessee, Georgia. You guys need to don't get rid of your opponents. I mean, don't it feel kind of hollow that you've got Tennessee and Vanderbilt in the midst of all these great games? Georgia Tech. Move those games to the middle of the season. Georgia should play Florida at the end of the year. Tennessee should play.
Well, you're kind of getting your wish already, though, this year, though.
Yeah, Georgia Tennessee plays second to the last
Yeah,
week.
it's the second to last week. The
I
last
want it
week's
on
kind
a
of
rivalry
throwaway.
week.
I get it.
But do you
think
really
our-
want to have to watch your Iron Bowl, but knowing that the fucking Georgia Tennessee game's on?
That's the problem. There's too many big games for rivalry.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you space it out, they got to think this thing through.
But guess what, Cranges?
I don't care about Oregon and Oregon State.
I know every year though, before the Iron Bowl, y'all always play McNeese State and Bama plays, East Tennessee State. So guess what? This year, while y'all are playing East Tennessee State Buccaneers and you're playing McNeese State, Tennessee and Georgia play.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good filler. I mean, I don't mean no. That's a great because usually that week is the week everybody's like blowing the
Not
leaves
just
out in the front
you.
yard.
Michigan does it. They play fucking Eastern Michigan and Ohio State
know.
plays Toledo. So that's like, you get
And
that
Pat-
game.
In recent years, week 2 and the week before the final season, the final week, are usually the worst 2 weeks of the year.
Yep. And this year, week 2, you get Texas, Alabama. Week 11, I guess, or 12, you get Tennessee, Georgia.
Is that the only marquee? That's probably the best and
That is
only
the
marquee.
game.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
that's
should be
cool.
college game day.
Oh, without a doubt.
In
Well, you
Knoxville,
never
baby.
know. There'll be
But
a
watch 'em-
fucking
yeah,
South
watch 'em-
Dakota game or something.
Yeah, watch them do some woke ass shit and go to
Incarnate Word.
Nevada and UNLV.
Or there'll be the
Pacific.
week with North Dakota State and South Dakota State. You know, the
Yeah.
Jackrabbits and the whatever the hell.
Yeah, they're posted up at the Circle K.
Yeah. Yep. We're at the Circle K. And there's a guy walking out, ain't got a shirt on, and he's not even there for game day. Okay. Before we get into week 1, there's something about, to me, I don't like this week 0 shit, really. I really don't. Because they don't have any games that matter for week 0. But I don't like them trying to take away from opening weekend of college football. It's so fucking amazing. There's always a few good ones, usually, and it's just you get to see your team play again. You've waited all summer, you've sweated, and so what I've done for each one of us is I picked a game which I thought was one of the better opening weekend games for everyone's team in here, including my own. Now, I did it with my own personal preference. So what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to show the entire highlights. I tried to find videos that are about 5 minutes long. And what you're going to see is you're going to see these opening games that I've chosen for each one of your teams.
Okay.
Now, with that said, I went with Alabama first. And the game that now, Alabama was kind of hard in the fact that, God dang.
I was going to say it. Can I say it, Carter?
Say it.
Good
please.
luck with Alabama because they usually murder the fuck out of whoever they play week 1.
Well, you're right, Cranges. And even this game, it wasn't like a 3-point game. I'm talking about 2009, Atlanta, Georgia, Chick-fil-A kickoff, Alabama versus Virginia Tech. Alabama was ranked 5th. Virginia Tech was ranked 7th. Alabama had an amazing year the year before. They started off 12-0. They lost to Florida in the SEC championship game, and then they lost to Utah, I believe.
Yeah.
And so coming into that season, Virginia Tech was supposed to be hot shit, and it was like, okay, we're really going to see if last year was a fluke or Alabama's really for real and they're back, and is Saban really going to be somebody? And obviously, this game was so huge because it started a dynasty. And so
It's true.
that's what I'm going to show, right?
That's the only close opener
Little
they've had.
highlights of that 2009 game. And believe it or not, this is one of the closest, unless you're going back into the 80s and 70s and shit.
The only closest.
Yeah, the only close one. But here we go. Right now, it's a 7-point game, and Alabama just got the ball back because Virginia Tech fumbled a kickoff.
5-7. Ingram slant. Daylight. Inside the 5. First and goal. The Tide roll it right now. 20-yarder. Over on the left. Matt Hash slices it through. Remember, he missed from the right.
Yeah, you had to search high and low to find this one.
Room for the
I started, I could remember like the last few years. I think around like 2015, I started just going backwards in years, looking each year. I was like, God damn, like where the fuck is there a game? Like, I think when y'all played West Virginia in 2014, that was about like this. I think it was like a 2-score game. But,
Yeah.
Great hustle by number 4, and there's a penalty flag
but I mean,
on top of it. Dead ball, personal foul.
a little bit. But I mean, look, Virginia Tech was still fighting though. I mean,
Oh yeah, definitely.
For the pylon.
I mean, there's 9:32, and they're, they score here. It's a 3-point game.
I have a slight obsession with Virginia Tech.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're I don't know. It's weird. I like Virginia Tech. I miss the days when they were good.
Yeah. But I mean, still, it's a 3-point game with 8 minutes to go in the game. So good. Try to find another Alabama game, opening game that was like this.
You can't.
You can't.
They beat the shit out of Miami, Michigan,
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Fucking. And see, the Texas game last year, that was week 2, so, you know, I couldn't choose that.
You don't want to see Bama week 1. You can forget about it.
At this point, I think Virginia Tech knows they're done.
Will attempt to put this in the W column right now.
Well, Javier Arenas. He was a good one, Hoss.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, Ingram's just getting first downs. Bama could pretty much score again, probably, if they wanted to, but at least Saban, he's always kind of.
But he is up.
Well, no, they.
I mean, it's a compliment to your team if the best highlight you can come up with for week 1 is a 10-point game with 3 minutes to go.
Yeah,
that's definitely a nod to the dominance.
In hand, leading by 10. 2:12 to go.
I think Alabama just. Let me go back to the play. Yeah, 4th and 4. Look at this. Alabama takes over at their own 8. Virginia Tech's 18. They could easily score another touchdown if they wanted to.
His father is after today. Don't be surprised if
There you go,
Yeah,
Alabama.
congrats to Virginia Tech for keeping it within 10 points.
That was about as close as you're ever going to get.
That's like a national championship. Looking back on it.
Yep.
It's
So
a good game.
Yeah.
Good pick, Carter.
for the next game, I'm gonna go to my team now. I went with 2006 against Cal. Reason why is the year before we went. That was Philip Fulmer's first losing season. It was a bad year, but we hired David Cutcliffe back at OC. And Cal, this was a really good Cal team. They had Marshawn Lynch. They had a few other guys, but they were, preseason. They were ranked in like the top 10. They ranked Tennessee, I think, just because of the namesake. But
yeah, we're about to play Cal week 2.
Yeah, so
Great team.
Yeah, but at least in 2006, Cal was a big deal.
There still are now.
Yeah.
Favored Cal's Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, but they had Marshawn Lynch,
Received plenty of
and
attention against Tennessee's defense.
we were not. We were. I think they were favored by like 14 points, and we were at home, and it was like that's the first time I'd ever seen us like catching that many points. At least if we, when we played Florida or something, that would be one thing. But the fact that we were catching like 14 to 16 points from Cal, it was kind of shocking.
He found Chris Brown at the 3-yard line.
Let's skip ahead here.
No, we're gonna
Yeah, I
watch
think
the whole
Cal-
55 minutes of this.
No, this is a season highlight, but I just
Of course, it
It's this-
surprised no
Longshore back to throw. Pressured this time. He's going to back. Mayo finally got him around the Mayo.
Long-
See down at the 23-yard line. Antoine Stewart picks it up.
I try to do
Antoine
5
Stewart
minutes
runs
for
the
each
other way.
person,
He's
for each
taken
team.
down at the 45.
Robert Meacham couldn't let the defense do all the in the waning moments of the
Here's the
first half,
pyro.
fans caught a glimpse of the success Meacham's season would bring.
Ainge under center, 3-step drop, quick out. That pass is complete. Meacham breaks the tackle to the 20, to the 10, down the sideline, to the checkerboard. Touchdown, Tennessee. Robert Meacham breaks the tackle and then races for 42 yards for a Tennessee
But I remember
touchdown.
like game day being there and shit. And they all picked
Quarterback
Cal.
on that side gambled. It didn't pay off.
that when
as
Jeff
Meacham caught
Tedford
the
was
ball,
there?
broke the tackle,
Yeah, I
and
think
was
so.
off to
He
the
had them
checker.
rocking and rolling. They were
42
solid.
yards
Yeah.
wasn't
Hell yeah,
good
their
enough.
quarterback. They had Nate
So
Longshore or
2 plays
whatever.
later,
He was
10
really
and 3
good.
Connected for 80. And of
Like I
course,
said,
that led
Marshawn
to
Lynch was amazing at Cal.
two-step drop. Ainge, quick out. That pass is complete.
But we hit
He
Robert
didn't wrap
Meacham.
up.
Robert Meacham with a midfield stripe to the 30. Cuts it back now to the 20. To the
At this
10,
point, we're
to
just
the
going. We
5,
just
to
went
the
up 21-0.
Robert Meacham all the way for a Tennessee touchdown. 80 yards for Meacham, his second big play of the night.
We get ahead a little
was
bit.
quickly down to Morley, where some of the soon
Yeah, there's Marshawn Lynch
was
getting
the
on.
fresh mix of run and pass. Chris Beans to work it out.
Two-step drop, now 3, looks, fires the ball down the middle. Jason Swain behind the Cal defense, in for a Tennessee touchdown. On the gain here.
So we're at 28-0.
Defensively, the hits just kept coming until North.
And right.
At that point, prognosticators had to
Tackle down the side.
This was a hell of a run right
the
here.
fourth touchdown in
After this,
7
I'll cut it.
plays. Talk about efficiency on offense.
Ontario Hardesty running right.
Don't stop till the
Finding his
whistle
way,
blows.
Still on his feet. Makes a tackle down the sideline.
Wow.
To the 20, to the 10. Hardesty's going to score a Tennessee touchdown.
Anyway, at this point, we're up 35-0. It's not even half.
Prognosticators had
That
to
is impressive.
What was
We
the
ended up
final?
winning 35-18. But still,
So
it
they
was
shut
just
you down in the second half.
They did. Yeah, I mean, I think Jonathan Crompton was our quarterback in the third quarter, but didn't matter. It was a big deal. It was a big deal to Tennessee fans because, like I said, we just come off a losing season, and we weren't getting much love at all. And we just heard how Cal was just going to tear our asses up, and they sure didn't that day. So, anyway, the next game I got, I'm trying to hurry through these like as quick as I can. We're going to Auburn. Well, actually, we're 2019 Auburn and Oregon, and this was a big game because, well, they were both ranked in the top 10, I think. It was the Cowboy Kickoff Classic at Jerry's World. I think this is the first time Oregon and Auburn had played since that amazing national championship game. The 2010 season. So this was I remember nobody thought Auburn was going to win this game too. Like, I definitely remember Oregon being the favorite. I don't know if they were like a heavy favorite, but I just remember there was a lot of hype, a lot of build up to this game, and hell, it was a classic one, I thought. I'm sure you'll never forget it, Cranges.
It was. I mean, it was a cool ending.
Oh yeah, that inning drive was amazing. Y'all were down like quite a bit too throughout this game.
Yeah, it was not a pretty sight to see by any stretch.
Yeah, and it's just crazy seeing Bo Nix in an Auburn uniform going against Oregon, and now he's the quarterback at Oregon.
Straight back to pass. With some time.
The tables have turned.
Got it. Inside Oregon territory. From the Oregon 42.
Okay, well, y'all were ranked 16th, they were ranked 11th, but I just remember, like, Oregon, everybody just kept saying Oregon was going to beat Auburn this day.
Yeah, I mean, Oregon's always been, for the last 10 years or so, they've been a sexy pick.
Yeah. But, I mean, look, they're, oh yeah, I remember this play.
And now it's a foot race the other way. This is Big Cat Bryant. He's inside the 40. He's down to the 30, to the 20. 50,
Where's he at now, Francis?
Big Cat.
Shit, no idea.
Anders Carlson out for a
God, he was a beast.
25-yard field goal. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So trips to the left for Oregon. Burdell the back. Herbert with pressure.
But that was
down at the 20.
it's just so reminiscent. Like Gus Malzahn's offenses in the latter years were just so.
He's able to get across the
Yeah.
50 and close to the
Just,
first.
we were field goal with you.
Auburn in the red zone.
Right.
Out of bounds at the 11, first and 10.
21-6.
And you hope
Late in the third.
you would get that maybe pick six or fumble recovery for a touchdown that kept the game close, and we can kick a field goal and beat you in the end.
Hey, Cranges, when you get a second, check your phone and click that link that just hit the chat. Might all want to do.
We're here in the fourth now.
do.
receivers right and left. Nix with the play action.
Whoa.
And he throws.
Yeah.
He has Canelo open. First down and more. Out of bounds at the 49-yard
This
line.
isn't the drive yet, is it?
Whoa.
Second down. Whitlow with the carry off the right side. Gets to the corner. Down the sideline. Inside the 40.
Whoa.
Inside the 30. Inside the 20 and a first down. And it's Whitlow who will take the snap. Martin in motion. Whitlow takes the snap to the outside.
Come on, Booby.
To the 5. To the 3. First
To
down
the
to the 1.
First down.
Gatewood gets the snap. Rolls right. Dives and he didn't get it.
Touchdown.
Oh, he did. Touchdown Auburn. Touchdown Auburn. The handoff is to Verdell. He didn't get it. He didn't
Here comes
get
that
it.
drive.
Auburn ball.
Here we go. Hoss, get ready.
Herbert
Nope,
rolls out
they
to
got the
his
ball
right.
back.
He's in trouble. And he
Uh-oh.
goes down. Nix under center.
All right, here it is. The winning minute 28, 4th and 3.
Downfield. Nix is going to run it. Did he
God,
get the first down?
that's gutsy as hell.
And this is going to be really close. He's got it
First
by the
down.
nose of the football. First, Nix drops back.
That rep has some
Sets and he
stank on it.
throws.
Lord,
Williams has got it out of bounds. First down.
Fuck you, first down.
16 seconds in the fourth. Nix steps up. He throws to Williams. He's got it. Touchdown
Wow.
Auburn. Touchdown Auburn.
9 seconds left.
What
Bowens
a fucking way to win the game.
with 9 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
This kind of makes me
Herbert
want to.
steps back. Now steps up in the pocket. Steps up and he throws to the end zone, to the back of the end zone.
Wow.
Out of the back of the end zone.
Great throw.
Auburn wins.
That was incredible.
I've wanted to do a video for so long, and I plan on doing one for this channel. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but Bo Nix, man,
Apology
I hate.
video?
Huh?
Is it going to be an apology
The
video?
one that got away.
Exactly, Hoss. Yeah, I've wanted. He was just the right player, wrong time. He showed up at Auburn at an absolute when Auburn was depleted of talent. Those receivers on those teams that he had, other than Seth Williams, he had Seth Williams for
Yeah.
a year or two. But man, Auburn's been depleted of talent for a good 4 years now. Like, bottom half of the SEC. If he was just coming to Auburn right now, under Freeze, who knows what his future. He just showed up wrong place, wrong time. I hate it for him. He's gonna go out to Oregon. He's balling out, so good for him. I can't be mad at him.
Well, I got one more. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
I got one more. That's for our boy Trenches down here now. Like I said, these guys don't know what game I was going to pick. I just did it with my best judgment, I guess. And to me, this is going to be the oldest one I picked, but the reason is because it was a classic. And I'm talking about the 2002 Georgia-Clemson game.
I thought you was gonna pick Boise State game.
I was waiting for it. I thought I was
No,
going to troll the
no,
shit out of me on it.
I ain't going to do you that way, bro. I couldn't do it. Who am I kidding? Of course, it's going to be
Yes!
the Boise State game. And maybe not. Maybe next week. But this was a big game. Both teams were ranked highly. Mark Ritt had Georgia going. Georgia ended up having an amazing year. And yes, I know the quality is not the best, but this is for 2002. But Clemson, I think, is winning this point in the game. And it's really not looking good for Georgia at this point. Or what? No, I'm sorry. That was fun.
The boss really came through with a big one there, and here's driving.
I miss it when y'all used to have the red G on the field.
Yeah, it was different.
Yep. Pretty good little punt return there. Back to the 31-yard line.
David Green watches in the sideline as redshirt freshman DJ Shot.
Oh,
DJ
David
Shot.
Green. Bad memories of David Green.
No kidding, right? I like DJ a lot better.
Yeah, the only good part about the David Green years was that's when Pollock shined.
Georgia ties it up here.
They're still down by 1,
Well, not
and
anymore.
they tied it up.
Terrence Edwards, the best receiver Georgia's ever had.
Trent just should be a Florida fan. This don't make no sense.
That was an insult if I've ever heard one.
You
Mm.
should not be a
Fucking
Georgia
shit.
fan.
How so?
Where you're
Let's
about to
break
get
this
hit
down.
by a hurricane.
Hmm?
You should be at least a Florida State fan.
Mm.
You know, I grew up in Georgia.
No.
Okay.
We don't want to talk about that.
Which is more of an insult, Trent, is that he called you a Florida fan, or you should have been a Florida State fan?
If I was to root for a team in Florida, I'd be a Noel. So that isn't too bad to hear. It definitely wouldn't be Miami or Florida.
Show that field goal again because it's important. Got a left-footed kicker for Georgia. It's up, and it is good.
Good.
With 5:20 to go.
What if our
Georgia,
freedom
Midwest.
depended on Florida kicking a field goal to win
Oh, geez.
against Georgia in the national championship game somehow, some way?
Darn rushing the bitch.
Oh no!
With 2 seconds left, and they go with the running play in the big opening as Chad Jasmine takes it another first down. Kevin Young.
Uh-oh, let's see what happens here.
Fumble.
3rd and 13, 2:14 to go.
Fumble. Oh, no, just-
4th down.
That look like a face mask.
Squarely in the middle of the field.
Clemson trying a 46-yarder, looks like.
High pass. Kick is
Oh, man.
and no good.
Wow. Hit
what?
the crossbar.
Oh, man. Come on,
Jesus.
Tommy.
And the 37 if they decide the quarterback sneaking.
Georgia's got to get a first down here. They're going to give it back to
What's going to happen?
That's a first
Boom.
down.
That look like Herschel.
And Georgia ended up beating Clemson 31 to 28 in a classic game.
The Georgia Bulldogs will win a very close one.
I miss
between
Ron
the Aggies
Franklin.
here tonight.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Man, I miss Ron Franklin so much. Those Saturday night ESPN broadcasts used to be the shit.
Remember, wasn't it him and Todd McShay? Used to do Todd's Taste of the Town or whatever.
Hmm.
But if you're on ESPN2, like you would see like a local place they would eat at, you know.
And for me, in my time zone, the games would start at 6:45. Remember when games used to start at weird times like that? Like
Yeah,
6:05 or again 6:45. Now everything's just cut and dry right down the middle.
Remember one time in Oxford we played Ole Miss and it was Central Time, but it was like an 8:45 kickoff, and it was like, God damn. But anyway,
Good list, Carter.
Yeah, thank you for
let's
that.
get into week 1 and let's give some picks.
okay.
For those of you, we do 10 games every week. We try to pick the 10 best games. We'll start off real quick. We're talking about Georgia. Georgia opens up with the UT Martin Skyhawks, who are a very formidable opponent. And they're going to give the Dogs all they can. No, I'm kidding. But let's, you know what? Georgia's the number 1 team in the country. They deserve to be talked about until proven otherwise. So I think the Dogs stay on top in this game.
No, let's not rush to conclusions.
But like 63-3 or some shit.
Yeah, that sounds good. 65-7, 63-3.
65. Damn.
So you don't think you'll shut them out?
Depends. Like, you know how it is. Third, fourth quarter, second, third string starts coming out there. Everybody's getting their playing time. Who knows? If they get over 10, to me, that looks bad.
Yeah. Yeah, we gave up 24 to them last year. I don't want to talk about it. But anywho, anybody else got anything you guys want to say anything about this?
Yeah, I would love to break that down. Last year, UT Martin finished second in the Ohio Valley.
Yep. Ovek.
They were actually pretty good. They had a lockdown defense, good quarterback. They flung the ball all over the field.
Yeah, but
Gave a
their
lot of
quarterback's
teams a lot of
gone.
trouble. I do like their uniforms. They look pretty
They
cool.
look just like Auburn's.
Pretty cool, yeah. I didn't know that, but pretty cool
Yes.
uniforms. You know what? Hey,
Please do it.
I'm gonna go out on a ledge here. Check this out.
If you get this right, I'll give you 20 points.
I'll give you $20.
I'm going with the team with the best defense, the quarterback that flings it all over the field. Georgia's unproven at quarterback. They're unproven in a lot of areas. I'm taking Georgia 55-0.
Oh,
Ah,
thank you for that. Hoss.
unfortunately, we'll go with Georgia on this.
Okay.
Sounds so
Moving-
depressed.
Moving on. We got us a nice little game on Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm talking about the Florida Gators traveling to take on the Utah Utes. The 14th ranked Utah Utes, who are favored by 7, last I checked. Could have changed. But yeah, we get that on Thursday night. And I think Utah's got a lot of, they got a lot of revenge on their minds. And I think Utah wins this game by two touchdowns easily. Trenches. Or
Oh,
whoever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we're
know the
kind of
order
going
here.
out of order here.
Yeah, let's just do this. I love it when Cran just picks last.
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah,
it.
I'm taking the Utes. I think Napier's it's just not clicking there, man. I think Utah, once again, like you said, I think it's the revenge factor. I think they got the better roster, the better coaching staff. I'll take Utah.
Yeah.
I don't think I have enough faith in Florida to get it done against Utah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Utah.
Sure.
I mean, Utah was a favorite last year when they played.
Mm-hmm. They were. They did have to go to the swamp, and I think that played a factor.
Utah is hard to buy in. I know Rising is a great quarterback. They should win this game.
They should.
I don't know if Florida's going to be as bad as everybody thinks they will. I don't. By no means am I saying they're going to win 10 games or anything like that. Could they be a good, scrappy 8-win team? Sure. I think they could. I will take the Florida Gators in a confidence level about 12% on that, but what the hell? I'll take the Gators.
Okay.
I'm gonna regret that one. Come Thursday night, about I don't know, about this time that night, I'm gonna regret that decision when the final score is 45-17 Utah.
We might be watching that game on here, so who knows?
Hopefully, it's a close one.
Okay. Well, moving on to Saturday, we have the MTSU Blue Raiders traveling to Tuscaloosa to take on the Alabama Crimson Tide, the Cotton Bowl champs.
Spicy.
And I don't think the Blue Raiders are going to have too much fun Saturday. I think you're going to get to see a lot of Jalen Milroe. I think you'll probably get to see some of the other quarterbacks, I don't think it mattered if Hoss went out there and played quarterback. They would run the ball down MTSU's throat. And hell, Hoss could probably sneak one in, give Hoss a TD for the day. So
Hey, I'd sure try.
you should. I believe in you.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Give me Alabama in this one. Should be an easy game.
Yeah, I think if we're not taking out starters by the second half, something's terribly wrong.
Well, like Lee Corso says, not so fast, my friend.
Okay.
Middle Tennessee State beat Miami last year.
I knew it. They did.
They're sneaky
Okay.
good. They are. They're really good. I think they even played a few teams close last year, Power 5 teams.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, yeah, I'm still taking Alabama about 1,000 to 0.
Yeah. All right. Next game on the docket. We have live from Music City, which I get to go to this, so I'm happy. We get the 12th ranked Tennessee Vols taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. I think last I checked, we were favored by like 30. I think we'll cover that. I think when they scheduled this game a few years ago, Virginia was doing pretty good. I mean, I think they made a New Year's Six bowl when this was scheduled. But now, Virginia's, I think they're picked to finish last in the ACC. I may be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I just don't think it'll be too much of a good game. So, either way, I think
I'm
go
going to
with
disagree
Tennessee.
with you. Cavaliers are something serious.
Mm.
Are we talking about the Crockett County Cavaliers, or?
I was talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cavalier team ain't got a shot in hell.
Well, I was thinking about Crockett County. They're always pretty tough.
Okay.
But
It should be a good morale building win for the Vols.
This is a This is a statement game. If Tennessee wins this game close, 21-18, you're gonna have to ask some questions, right? So I need a good Carter. I want to see a good 49-12 beat down here. Anything less than that, then I'm questioning.
I think as long as we cover that spread, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
So you either need a terrible field goal kicker or safety to get that number.
Yeah. I want Tennessee to hold Virginia to 6 safeties.
Damn. Okay. Well, how about 4 field goals?
4 field goals would work. I need a 49 or a 52-12 beatdown. And that 12, the 7 out of the 12 needs to be a garbage time touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. I could see
if it's 24-17, you're in trouble.
Probably so. Probably
long season.
Yeah,
just
you're
saying.
probably right. UMass at Auburn, and UMass has already played a game. Did they win that game?
They looked pretty impressive in the week 0, didn't they?
They did win that game.
Yeah, okay. They did.
So, kind of what you're saying to me, I'm going to say
it applies. It applies. No doubt about it.
I don't think that's going to be a problem, but I don't know. It shouldn't. No,
it shouldn't. But if it is close, holy fuck.
You're going to be at that game too, right?
I am. I'm going to the game, and if it's which order are we going in?
Okay, but here's what I'm asking you. Before Trench's pick, are you the kind of guy that, like, if it's like 48-7 at half, do you leave early? I'm not saying you leave right at half, but okay, if it's 56-0 and going into the fourth quarter, you heading out early?
I would under normal circumstances, but my daughter's been telling me for years, like it's been a couple of years since I went to one. She's been telling me, you got to take me. And then a couple of weeks ago, she said, you're taking me. That's all there is to it. So I threw it out there, and we're going. I'm just going to let her have the whole game day experience. We're going to go to Tumors. We're going to go have lunch before the game. And, even though, hey, I'm in my 40s, kind of the younger years have done kind of passed by about rolling Tumors and stuff. but she wants to do the whole experience of, even though it's a game you shouldn't roll tumors for, whatever. We're just going up there. This is about her and doing that whole experience. I don't care nothing. I'm not going to roll tumors corner after beating UMass. No.
Yeah, you wouldn't think you'd do that.
Yeah, it don't fire me up. But hey, it's for the young people. Get them, let them do the traditions or whatever. So we're going to do the whole thing. And yes, if that game's close, I'm scared to death. It reminds me of a few years ago. I think we played La Tech, we played Tulane. And it was a nip and tuck game. It was holy shit. Are we going to win this thing? Of course, the rest of the year played out to that. It was a disaster. So this game needs to be a 65-3 beatdown or something like that.
Well, if you would do me one favor while you're there, go over to Live Oaks and eat lunch.
We can do it.
Get some of that bread pudding. All right. Next, I promise y'all these games are going to get a little better.
Also, we don't get to pick that game.
Yeah, you're not going to let them pick
I'm
the game.
sorry. That order fucked me up. Go ahead, Trenches and Halls.
Auburn. Awesome.
Auburn. Sorry.
Pains him to say it. I love it.
Okay. How about this one, guys? Ohio State, who's number 3, but they're playing at Indiana. It ain't going to matter. Ohio State by a lot.
Ohio State.
We'll go Ohio State.
You guys sure about that?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Who's Indiana's quarterback?
Couldn't tell you.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll go Ohio State too.
I think
Wait,
you
didn't
made
they
the
have that guy? They
Way
had
to
a good
talk it
quarterback
out.
a year ago. What's shit? Maybe he transferred.
Probably. Well,
Oh, I was thinking basketball. Yeah, my bad. Ohio State.
Yeah.
a game I really want to see, depending on what time it comes on. I should know what time, but I don't know. Is Nebraska at Minnesota. Neither team are ranked, but as Cran just likes to use the term helmet game, I like this. Minnesota's favored by a touchdown, but I really feel in my heart that Nebraska, they're gonna win. They're going to say enough with this shit of being, down, and they're like, we're gonna punch these motherfuckers in the mouth. But probably gonna be wrong on that. But I just feel like Nebraska's gonna give their all.
Nebraska.
Give me Minnesota.
Woo!
Give me them Gordon Gophers.
Hoss with the flaming arrow right through the junk on that one.
This ain't a hockey game here.
Yeah, this is a low confidence game for me. I think Minnesota's going to win, but my heart says Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm hearing a lot of good things about Matt Rule, so we'll see.
Okay. Next game. This is where it starts to get a little bit interesting. We have the Battle of the Carolinas. We got the 21st ranked North Carolina Tar Heels as a 2.5 favorite over the South Carolina Gamecocks. This game is a neutral site game in Charlotte at Bank of America Stadium where the Panthers play. But I got a feeling that the crowd's going to be about 50-50. I like North Carolina. I like their quarterback. I think he's going to be one of the top guys to get drafted, in this next year's draft. I just think he's going to be a little too much. And I think it's going to be a really good game. But I don't know. I'm just seeing Carolina blue when I think about this game right now. So
I'm opposite. I'm going to go South Carolina on this one. I think Beamer's going to be more prepared than Mac Brown. Usually when these kind of toss-up games, I usually lean towards SEC because they're used to big games more than the ACC.
That's fair.
So I think South Carolina gets it done.
That's fair.
I think again, this is a morale building game. South Carolina will get this one.
Tough call here. Where do you guys lean on this? Like, are you like 80-20 or?
We just said
50?
South Carolina, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean how confident are we?
Yeah, the confidence level.
I'm 70-30.
Hoss,
I'm 70-30.
70-30. Wow.
70-30, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so we've got a very difference of opinions.
Yeah.
I'm like 61-59, 49, whatever the fuck it is. 51-49. I'm gonna go North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
Take your shirt off.
Petey Pablo shit.
Helicopter.
Mm.
Last game, last pick, guys. This is it. The grand poobah of, and I think this is on what, Sunday night? Is this Sunday night? Yep.
Potentially.
We got
Hurricane. Don't mess it up.
Yeah, that's what worries me. It's supposed to be in Orlando at Camping World Stadium.
The Hurricane will be in Georgia by Thursday.
Okay, good to know.
Maybe it'll wipe out Athens.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
It's so hard to be your friend sometimes. No, it's actually pushing towards Savannah and just keeps going.
You never know when these things hit landfall. It could go, you know.
I can tell you, as a Georgia fan, we're not worried about hurricanes.
yeah.
Nice. See, that's what I'm talking
Mm.
about. That quick wit.
Yep. Same here. But we got a top 10 matchup. The 5th ranked LSU Bayou Bengal Tigers taking on the 8th ranked Florida State Seminoles. LSU is favored by 3. And I think they're going to win by about 3. I think LSU's going to win. And then when I'm right about this game, somebody owes me some money.
It is the money game. You have $20 on it. I'm taking Florida State by at least 8.
Woo.
Okay. Hossy.
I too think Florida State is going to humble these LSU, hype type people. So, yeah.
That's fair. That's kind of how I feel about Florida State. I feel like they got too much hype too. But
There is a lot of hype around Florida State, which is still unwarranted, but I feel like the roster's better. Don't let him play that baby shit on you.
All right, so I do think LSU's getting a little bit too much love as far as the overall picture, but I do think they will win this game. Florida State, not buying it. LSU.
it's the new dab. Okay. LSU. Thursday night. You might just see us again. Maybe around the 4th quarter of the Florida-Utah game.
Hey, Carter, before we end this,
Yes.
you want to do our Heisman picks?
Heisman. Yes. I'm ready to do that.
Shit.
Heisman picks.
Ooh.
And I can go ahead. I think we're going to pick the same guy, Trenches. I believe. Let's do it at the same time. Okay.
I don't know. We might be different. Being honest with you.
All right. Well,
I keep going back and forth.
Let's say ours at the same time. Ready?
No,
3.
just say yours. I'm telling you, it's not the same. I know who you think I'm going to pick. It's not that.
That's who I'm picking.
No, that's not where I'm going.
I think Florida State loses the first game, but I think Jordan Travis in the ACC has an incredible season in Florida and wins the Heisman. That's who I got right freaking now.
So I wouldn't be shocked. I know me and you have talked about it. I flirted with him as my Heisman pick.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably second on my list. The more and more I keep looking at these rosters. I touched on it earlier. one roster is loaded with receivers and tight ends, and I think Quinn
You're gonna
Ewers
do
is
it.
going to use it. I think Quinn Ewers. I don't think he's a national
Oh,
championship
wow.
quarterback, but I think he's going to put up the numbers that's going to put him in that race.
Good picks.
Let's go Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh man, you took it
The
right from
receiver.
under me.
Y'all can have the same guy.
Yeah, I know.
No. I heard Crane just say Caleb Williams like 4 times on the honest.
I know. Yeah. He's already won it, so it's really hard to do it twice.
Yeah. It's only happened once.
Yeah, so on that alone, they're not.
The way tonight's going, Haas, I wouldn't be surprised if he's like, you know what? I think it's gonna be Milton. Like I just see some bullshit between him and Carter right now.
I'm
You know
feeling
what,
a cannon, maybe a bazooka. Not. I'm feeling Marvin Harrison.
yeah,
That's
okay.
exactly what I was thinking.
That's really
Why
tough,
not?
man.
I'm just gonna put
because
an arrow.
Devontae Smith was kind of like an outlier for our
Mhm.
receiver to win it. So if he does pull it off, that is very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty. The stage is set for him to win it.
You know, I really thought Cranders was going to say one of the front runners right now. I thought he was going to lean towards Bo. Because Bo's like 3rd right now in the race.
I do think he'll
Preseason.
be invited.
Okay.
I think he'll be there. He just ain't going to win the thing. And the cool thing is, that's got nothing to do with any Auburn. No, I mean, if he wins, it's got nothing to do with Auburn. It's got everything to do with Oregon.
But you'll see his Auburn highlights in the video. So that's cool.
Uh,
Here's the school where I failed, and then I went here.
Oh,
Then I went here and won. Yes. Oh,
Well,
dagger right to the heart.
you guys tell us who you think's gonna win the Heisman. And be sure to stay tuned Thursday. And we got some hype videos we released, so just subscribe and hang on tight. Just
If you watch our shorts, hit the subscribe button. For it.
yeah,
Yes.
give us a chance. Whatever money you paid to watch us, we will refund you if you're not happy with the product. Just saying. We do give refunds. Anyway, that's all I got. Any closing statements before,
Enjoy week 1. We're here.
college football's back. Yeah.
you'll see. We'll be back Thursday night.
Longest off season ever.
It does seem that way. And, yep. We will talk again on Thursday. See you on the next adventure.